Hey y'all, it's been a while. Welcome back to the BlkPrint. J5 in the building. Josh Pease. What's happening?
I'm chilling, man. It hasn't been that long. I mean, it's been 2 weeks.
Been 3 weeks.
Isn't it always a while?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
been three. Well, I think we call this is summer vacation years. Like it was like this last summer. Like all of like we were just busy as hell last summer. I think that's
yeah. No, that's one thing. I've been busy as hell. I haven't had a moment to fucking think
yeah.
lately. So, yeah, man. Sorry, folks, but we here.
We're here. We're here.
So,
We got updates though. We got good updates for the people
yeah.
this week. So that's cool. MC in the building. What's going on, MC?
Not much, just nothing but 1,000 kids outside in this pool going crazy. I thought summer was over always after SummerSlam, but it still goes.
Honestly, LA summer to me don't end till like October. Because that's when it stopped being hot, like hot for real. Like October is when it's really real deal over with, and that's when it's over. You're gonna have to deal with those kids for quite some time, buddy. It's over with. This heat wave though, was it hot in New York, Josh? Like this hot? Like
Yeah, it's
how?
hot as shit, bro. It's hot and humid. All these fucking buildings.
Oh
No
yeah.
marine air.
I
No,
thought that would
no,
help
no.
you.
No, it's like
Hell,
a wind
no, it's
tunnel.
no wind.
Yeah,
Oh
it's
yeah,
like
that's true. Yeah, that's true.
Bro, I was just sweating just walking up the street. Like, this shit is crazy. And I'm like, I don't know. Like, New York is and everyone just adjusts to it, but New York is an uncomfortable city that people just adjust to.
yeah,
Because, like, LA, it's like, all right, if you going somewhere, you're in your car, so it's like you go outside, and you in your car, air conditioning, you kind of get the on off.
yeah,
But in New York, it's like you just walking everywhere. Are you like taking the train, or I didn't take the train this trip, but like you just in and out of Ubers, and like it's not like you can like go home and tag home base. Like
yeah.
you just out with just the whole day on your body.
That's the shit about New York.
Like that.
That's the shit that New York about New York that gets me is like niggas, you have to go outside. Like and you don't got no choice. You gotta go somewhere in New York.
Yeah, no, it was fun though. It was a good trip. But yeah, that was one thing that stood out to me. I'm like, damn, New York is a place where you just like once you wake up and get dressed for the day, you're not going home until
Till 9 o'clock
the
at
night
night.
falls. Yeah, until nigga 1, 2 in the morning. Like you just outside.
Like no shower breaks, no nothing, because you'll be on the
No,
other side of the. Yeah, like I hated it. I hate it.
yeah.
I appreciated New York more when I went back last year. Like just the hustle and bustle of it all. But like every day I'm like, bro, I gotta go take a nap. Like where like can I go lay next to one of these bums? Like what's up? Can I go chill, take a nap real
This
quick?
nigga.
Shit.
One thing I did find interesting about New York is like this is my first time being back since they had like trash cans. It's just funny seeing like, damn, y'all really didn't have these a couple weeks ago. Like, and then the crazy part about the trash cans is that like they're not really that effective because everybody's still putting trash on the street. They got like the little skinny joints, and it's like still trash piled up next to the skinny trash can. Like it's just a dumbass idea.
Didn't he roll up the trash can to like some song or was I watching a meme?
You might have been watching the meme.
He rolled it out to like a song. It was some type of song or some show. I was like, bruh, this is ridiculous. Ride and Dirty would be good.
Yeah, but it's
I
not.
wouldn't put it above him.
They should
but
they should
yo,
stop their normal shit.
we got to update. This is official at this point. This will be the last month of BlkPrint being remote.
Thank
Woo!
God.
Oh, clap it up.
Last month of BlkPrint being remote. Me and Mark, we broke ground on BlkPrint Studios last night. Actually, we painted up the wall. We're going back, putting on some soundproofing. I got to actually hit you up, Josh, about furniture stuff, furniture ideas. That's kind of, I figured that was like something you would be good at, is looking at furniture.
Honestly, it's crazy, bro. Maybe not, but I got I got an opinion for sure. But I don't. It's so funny. I'm not like the interior decorator type. Like I look around my
Really?
place right now, and I'm like, oh, I got like a cool. My place looks cool, but it's just happenstance. I don't know. I just like what I like. So
I can see you being a good interior design account. Like those interior design accounts on Instagram that are showing all their shit and vacuuming their living room every day. I could see you
I
doing
actually
it.
follow one of those. It's pretty funny, but I like cool shit. But it's like it necessarily. I don't have like a. I don't know. It just happens. Like it's not like I'm like thinking about it or super intentional about it.
Why would you like? Why haven't you done a Get Ready with Me yet? I would totally watch a Get Ready with
Like,
Me.
never in my fucking life.
Really?
Dude, that was funny as hell to just hear it coming through my ears. What?
Why not? Get ready with me with the Josh Net. But you technically kind of already done it before. You've done the video with the narration before.
Yeah, but I would never in my life do a get ready with me. I'm sorry.
Why
Sorry, fam.
not?
I feel like it would be like, yo, Josh Peach, fresh black tea. I'm not telling y'all where I get them because y'all gonna take all of them.
I would never do a get ready with me. That's crazy that you asked that. That's wild.
I said, why have you not done one? Why have
I
you
would never. I I don't even want to share that much. Like I don't have like.
You know his no social media bag. He's trying to reel her away.
Yeah, no, honestly, it's happening slowly.
So BlkPrint Studios is what we're calling it until we come up with a better name. BPS. We broke ground on it.
Crazy.
What?
Black P Stones or BlkPrint Studios?
What?
You can't call it BPS. That's crazy.
You made it sound like a disease.
No, Black P Stones.
Should we call it BS or B? Yeah, call it BS.
Yes, yeah, might work. Yeah, but not BPS. Nah, we can't.
Only you were thinking of the gang. Like what? Who from that gang is listening to the BlkPrint every week?
It might be, Free Teddy. It might be a few niggas locked down listening to the show on YouTube on a tablet.
That's one thing we learned very quickly. You never know who's listening. For anybody that does any content creation, you never know who's listening or who's watching.
That is true. Niggas pretty like, hey, that's Josh P. Nigga crazy, man.
He think that BPS shit funny. He gonna line this thing up.
Yeah.
Well, we're I set out a goal. I said 30 days. I looked at Mark, looked at my wife. I said 30 days. Let's get this shit. Let's. I don't want to be remote no more. Let's get this shit going. So we made up a plan. We sketched everything out. So we got everything. We painted the wall up already. We got to do some more shit there. We're getting cameras. I got to hit up somebody about cameras. We're getting like a little setup. It's gonna be dope. It's gonna be really cool. And we were able to kind of like visualize it and see it yesterday when we painted it. I'm gonna need you to Josh to come in and just kind of feel out the vibe of the whole space when we fill the room up a little bit more. But we're looking good. We're on track, right, Mark? We're pretty much on track.
Yeah, I gotta update my resume. I forgot we're painters now.
Yeah, bro, Mark is really good at painting. He had like a Rain Man like skill at painting. I'm just like, because we took like two different sides of the wall. So I'm just like, I'm going up and down the wall. I look over his shit completely like black, or the color that we put. I was like, my shit got streaks in it. I was just like, I'm like trying to like paint faster. This motherfucker Mark is a genius. I sent him a video because I was just like, yeah, I'm about to kill this nigga on the paint and shit. He already knew what the fuck to do.
That's what your energy was yesterday?
Let me kill this nigga on the
kill this nigga on the painting?
I'm gonna kill this nigga on the paint shit.
And that's that kindergarten shit, buddy. Coloring inside the lines. That's always been me.
I'm terrible at that shit. I could never do it. That's probably why I'm like, what am I? Am I neurodivergent? Is that what it is if you can't color inside the lines?
I don't know. I forgot what they used to say, but I used to have this. I can't remember my 5-6-year-old technique, but I would like outline it first and then color it in. I was like, I can't fuck up at all if I outline it first.
You ever seen this movie called The Accountant with Ben Affleck?
No.
We play a hitman. He accountant. That's you, Mark.
Never seen it.
That's you.
What, his brain moves 100 miles a minute? That's definitely me.
But you know why though? But I'm gonna let you Google the movie to find out why his brain moved like that.
Is something horn related?
Nah, it's not horn related. It's just mental related. But I think it was your OCD that made the.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Very, very, very much so. Yeah. I talked about kindergarten first. It really is the OCD. That probably what made it look good.
Bomb painting. We're done there. We're doing everything. So September, we'll be back in action. We're gonna be normal. I know Josh has been waiting for a minute. He's like, I fucking hate this remote shit.
I get it though. You just feel the difference being in front.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Better chemistry.
So that we're working on that. Thank you guys. This is really happening because of all your support. I haven't been to Ace Hardware this many times in my fucking life. Just getting paint samples and doing all that stuff. So shout out to you guys. Shout out to my wife for helping us do all of this stuff as well. That's her like interior design brain. The blueprint she fucking whipped up. I'm like, yo, I'll follow whatever she want to do. So shout out to everybody that's helping us out with that. Josh, you were in New York. over the
Yeah.
past couple weeks. You talked about it a couple minutes ago. You had a huge event there that I was actually mad that I wasn't able to go to. I'm actually mad you didn't tell me that that was going on.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
I wanna put you on the spot because you never tell again, this is like the 3rd time I've said this in 2024. You don't tell me shit about
things that happen. I don't sell anybody anything. It just happens, and then you catch on the recap. Um, yeah, I was in New York for Spotify put together this dope exhibit called the Gold Standard. To celebrate like women in hip hop currently. And it was dope, man. It was like we have a great team. Everyone that kind of helped bring it together. Shout out to them. But yeah, we did the exhibit. It featured like all the current crop of female MCs and like this Renaissance painting.
Mhm.
And it was super dope. Like there was Sexy Red, Lotto, Flo Millie, City Girls,
Yeah.
Ice Spice, Glorilla. And it was just dope to see them in that type of not even just setting because like the room was just built very nice and just like
Yeah.
had this Renaissance almost Baroque style to it. But seeing like our current crop of hip hop artists painted that way and just seen that way, like it looked angelic,
Yeah.
for a better word. So it was just a dope idea, dope execution. Like I said, shout out to the whole team, music team, brand
And
and creative team, everyone in between.
without getting too much in the weeds, because like I know people will ask or people will want to know, and you don't got to give away the whole creative process. Like what comes with creating something like that? Like where does the idea start from? Like step one, where it's like, hey, this would be a really cool idea, and how does that get executed? Especially like on your end, because like
Yeah.
some of the MCs showed up and like they were taking pictures and all that stuff.
Yeah. No, it starts like just from like having a good strategy. I think that's always like step number one is like, what are we trying to accomplish here? Like, who are we trying to serve? How are we trying to serve them? So that was like the first step. And that strategy started late last year, top of this year. As far as the concept, it was something we kind of just like started to like brainstorm with like our brand and creative team and like kind of built up. But it was definitely like we got a couple ideas. We're like, this is our feedback, got it to another place and like finally got to the final idea. But it was a team effort. I think, like that's one thing I pride myself on is just like always kind of like crowdsourcing ideas. Like I never want to be the sole best idea in the room. Like I want to be able to build on the idea and like get it out the door, and we all feel like we contribute towards it. And this is one of the instances where we did. My team in particular really helped with just like the artist relations and just like making sure that part was buttoned up. And shout out to just like the whole. Like I said again, shout out to the whole team. Like I'm a fan of team effort. And this was one of those ones where it's like everyone came together for like the greater good and like this one mission.
Yeah, because like you would have had to work like a locomotive. Like you had to get an artist. You had to have like the whole experiential thing built out, and it was multiple rooms, right? Like it was
Yeah,
more.
yeah. So it was like a art exhibit. So there's multiple rooms. There's portraits of each artist, and then there's like one big, like 20-foot
Yeah,
mural of them all. And yeah, even that, like finding the artist to work with and going through that round of approvals and making sure the actual artists who are presented in there are fine with those photos. Like it's a process. But it all came together nicely, and I think the rollout of it has been dope. Been a ton of chatter online.
yeah,
um, Summer Walker weighed in. I love that.
yeah.
Um, Coil Ray. There was so many artists who kind of like weighed in and had an opinion on it, good or bad. I think I appreciated that because it shows that the work is impacting.
It also shows just like how much uh you know women based rap has impacted just the general consciousness of the
Yeah,
conversation. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like good or bad, like you said, it was a conversation nonetheless. I don't want to get into all the controversy because I already know that you probably heard a lot. You've been hearing
yeah.
a lot of that shit for the past
It
couple
is.
of days. But like, it's impossible. And like when I see it, I'm like, it is impossible for y'all to get everybody. Like it's just not
Yeah,
possible.
and I think it's very intentional just what we did. If you read through this description, which is online, it's like 2018 to now. So I think we very much knew what we were doing. And the misses are very opinionated. It's an opinion based thing. This is rap. But I think in general, just the overall idea of just supporting women and showcasing um who's kind of leading the charge for hip hop currently, we hit the mark there. So I'm glad we got this out.
You got the
Yeah, I'm
photo
glad
op.
I'm glad the main objective was making sure that hip hop is portrayed as art. You had a good quote when you were talking about Wireless Festival, saying that hip hop is our greatest export out of the United States, and now to continue holding it up and painting it as literal art is something that actually ends up feeling really good. Did it feel good just internally knowing that the artist really fucked with the message and liked the images? Like I saw Young Miami repost it and say thank you so much. It's beautiful, so on and so forth. I can imagine that being like amazing inside.
Yeah, no, that's the best part. I think when artists feel good about what's coming out, um, of just your work. Like online, you can see like every artist's reaction. Like Lotto loved her piece. She's like, "Oh, can I take it home now?" Like Flo Millie loved her piece. Sexy Red loved her piece. She was like, "That's the best I've ever looked." So it's like just those comments and like just that energy around it. That's what we do it for, man. I think for them, and then just the consumers, and we're glad people are talking about it and receiving it really well.
Huge success. I'm happy for you. Obviously, just wish you would have. Who am I? I'm
Would you
nobody.
have taken the trip to New York?
Yeah, I don't got shit else I'm doing.
We saw A Plus out there. We saw Armand out there. Who else was
Yeah,
out there?
actually, it was funny. It was a good timing. Like Plus came out, Armand came out. Shout out to my brothers. It was dope, man. Like, we tried to get like a day of just all of us hanging out, but the weather, like, it was hot during the day, then started raining at night,
Shit.
so I didn't get to link up with like bands and Mills and everybody
Rob,
else.
everybody. Yeah, we have a very large contingent of members in New
New
York.
York Hub.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's New York hub, and we got an LA hub too. So we buy coastal, baby. But yeah, shout out to Spotify. Shout out to you, Josh. Obviously, I love to always bring up things that you do because you don't like to talk about them that much. So I bring it onto the show, and I like to give people your uh kind of pick your brain about like what all this stuff was because I look at it and I'm just amazed every time. So shout out to you. Salute to you.
man. No, thank you. It's always something going on. So
Yeah. I've been interviewing again. Like interviews are coming at a pretty good clip for me. So jobless J5 is about to might be
uh,
coming to an end
One of our
real
segments are done.
yeah, I know. It might be coming to an end, but I had to I gotta sit and I gotta talk to our listeners and I gotta talk to my brothers here because I gotta bring the truth out, obviously, about like what's going on. And I was interviewing for a position, and it's a pretty dope position, and I think that like if you know me, you'll know that I've been talking to pretty much everybody, and one of these positions, it's like, all right, sounds great. I'm like, okay, we're interviewing. It's like the first couple initial rounds. And then it's like, all right, but you gotta move to a place, a different place in order to be here. And I was in a real like not a fucked up space, but I was tilted, to be honest, because it was a position where I felt like it was just so perfect for me. And it was just such a perfect like gig. And it's just like I know I'm gonna have to say no to this because like I can't feasibly see myself being at the place where they want me to be at because I for one, and I want like your thoughts. Like one, honestly, I just don't want to live there. Like I think that's just really what it is. I don't want to live there. I don't want to uproot my family there. That's two. And three, I just feel like, I feel like, and this is like really I guess sentimental, but it's like y'all are my family, right? You know what I'm saying? And it's like I've grown from my brothers and my friends and my family, and I also have a family for real. You know what I'm saying? Like a family that I'm kind of married into, and just like I don't want to lose that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to miss that and be somewhere where like my big sacrifice, my big kind of like leap of faith moment was moving here 10 years ago. And I think that like I feel like I can make it here, but I also don't want to feel stupid for those being my reasons to not want to go somewhere. Like, like
no, that's fair. I mean, that's just being an adult about the situation. I think we all are in different places in our lives, professionally and romantically, relationship wise. So it's like for me, I think, and I don't have that choice in front of me, but I'm like, fuck around and make the move. But I get where you're coming from, and I get why what makes you want to stay here. Like you're planting your seeds currently. Like your roots are here. Like you said, you married into a family here. You have your family here. We are here. So like I totally understand it. Um, but I think for anyone out there listening, it's like never be afraid to get out of your comfort zone. I
yeah,
think your reason is different from that, but like it's funny that this is even a topic because I was just talking to my brother who recently just moved out of California for the first time in his life, really in his adult life.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was something that he wasn't looking forward to, and he did it, and he just hit me say like, "Dog, like I'm glad I did this." Like he just got a new job, like he's working for a good company, and now he's working for a better company, and like he's just super excited about just the new beginnings of it all. Um, Granted, he moved with wife and kids, and like they're figuring it out, but I think in general, just getting out of your comfort zone is always a good thing. It's something I'm trying to get better at
Mhm.
in my own life. But in this instance, I get it, man. I think you like you said, you made your big move already, so now it's really just about making it here.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm glad you didn't shy away from like trying to make it here because I think a lot of people get to LA and are here for a certain amount of time and just like it's hard, it's expensive, it's
Yeah.
not working for me, and just kind of like run back home or run to a new city and you're
To me,
you're up for the challenge.
like one thing that my grandmother, rest her soul, like said to my mom was that like she was like, no matter what he does, I don't care if he calls you crying. I don't care if it don't matter. Don't let him come back home. Like she told her that way back then. She was like, don't let him come back home because he has to do this on his own. I'm glad she did that. Like my mom was scared as shit when I got out here. You know what I mean? And it's like there was just so much I think that I felt like I had to do here before I
Mm,
could, go anywhere else. You know what I'm saying? So like I was really just tilted by the fact that I was faced with not even really a decision yet. You know what I mean? Like I'm not even at the end of the whole thing, and like the interviewer was just like, "Don't even worry about it yet." You know what I mean? She was like, "Don't worry about it yet. We could talk about it later." Like they weren't even treating it like it was a big deal, and I was just tilted. I was like, "Bro, like, would I fumble this?" But I was like, 27-year-old J5 would have been like, "I'm out." You know what I'm saying? I was just like, I'm out. Like, I'm not tied to anything here.
Mhm.
But where I'm at now, I'm just like, that's a completely different conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a different conversation because I love doing things here. I've built my home here. Like, this is the only other place I've lived in my life. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like if my thought is like I feel like if I can make it here and I've been able to do it here, then I could find something that's for me. And I think that's the biggest thing is finding something that's for me. And that's been like the kind of the cardinal kind of north star that I've been trying to go towards. But I was tilted, y'all. I truly was like, and to Josh's point, you're right. Like everyone's gonna be in a different space in their life. But I think when faced with that decision where it's like fight or flight, it's like maybe just like hold out because it could be something cool that comes up. You know what I mean? And I'm steadily trying to find that right now. So who knows?
You worry about culture shock in the new state?
Hell no. I mean, the new state. I'm not trying to give nothing away. But
Yeah,
the new
don't give the state away. But
I don't feel like this the where it is really has that much of like the culture that I would have found out here. No.
exactly. Yeah.
Like I don't think it would be better than what I could find here or what I could have here or there are things here that I still haven't found. You know what I mean? Like I lived 27 years in Virginia. I pretty much know everything. Everywhere.
Every nook and cranny of
And
Virginia.
it ain't that big. Josh can attest. It ain't even that big of a place to even learn or do anything, but I know everything. And this is a bigger, a wider space of where to go. And it's like, I would like literally the first thing I said, and I think it's like one of my boys was like, you are like, sometimes you're so selfless that it's almost kind of selfish. But I was like, literally the first thing I said, I was like, Mark just got here. My wife has a great job. All this, it wasn't even about me. You know what I'm saying? I was worried about like everybody else, thinking about me leaving, and it was just like, I was like, yeah, but it's like that's just who I am. You know what I mean? Like I've just always been that type of person. I care about my friends, I care about my family. Like it's emotion even to even talk about it, but it was like y'all were the first things. Like y'all two were the first things on my mind. You know what I'm saying? Like all of
Mhm.
y'all were. So I don't want to leave that.
No,
Especially
that's
if you
fair.
paint this damn especially if you paint this damn
I know.
can't be fucking around and waste this damn paint.
Hey, BlkPrint Studios, all right, BS, all right.
BPS. Oh shit. Wait, BS?
Yeah, bro, you
All right, all right, all right,
gave
cool,
away
cool.
the
The
game.
whole thing, man.
I
Yeah, we got
know.
I don't
to
want to
beat
get
you.
jumped. I don't want to get jumped, bro. That's the one
No,
thing.
you
I'm not
missed the
wearing
whole.
hats. I'm
No,
making sure the
bro,
studio is done
you just
correctly.
told people where the studio was.
What? How?
You just said we painted the bleep.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
we'll edit
Thanks,
that out.
Mark.
We'll edit that out in post.
Thanks, Mark.
We'll
Jesus
edit that
Christ.
out in post.
But
Nobody will
thanks,
hear it. Nobody will
thanks
know
for
it.
letting Thanks for letting me vent. I feel better. I'll keep you guys updated. But it's looking good on my front, looking good on my end. I'm feeling a lot better. And because I was fucked. I didn't want to talk to nobody a couple weeks ago. I was just like, bro, I'm fucking blowing it, I'm fucking up. I was pissed. I was pissed. But I'm gonna take it day by day and see where it leads. So let me know what you guys think in the comments on Patreon and our comments on YouTube, all of that. Let me know what you guys think.
I'm just glad things are getting better. Things were getting a little bit scary during the summer. I felt like nobody was hiring. Even as daily emails are coming into my inbox, I'm like, hey, new positions.
I'm about to just apply at Lowe's. I told Mark this yesterday, bro. I'm just gonna apply to Lowe's and just be a low like a warehouse
Hey
nigga.
man, if I move to Copenhagen and just work at a bakery, I'd be surprised.
Exactly. Like it's bro, I like the company that I'm interviewing for, the companies that I'm interviewing for makes me look at places I'm getting rejected to and be like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? And I think that's where my confidence is coming back at, where it's just like, how are y'all turning me down when these other places are like actively kind of looking for me? It's just like
Yeah.
some of the places I'm just like, no, there's no way I'm this ass. Like, there's no fucking way I'm this trash. Like, not at all. So I don't know. I again, it's rough. It seems to be looking a little bit better for certain people, but I mean, we're staring in the face of mass layoffs again. I mean, who just did crazy layoffs? Bungie, video game studio, just did crazy layoffs the other day.
Game
Restructured their
Informer's
whole
done.
Game Informer, huge magazine. That's just games media. You know what I mean? HBO did more layoffs. Hulu and Disney did layoffs today.
Damn.
While increasing their prices, which was
yeah.
nuts to me.
Which you paying $7 for Hulu?
Fuck no. Well, I don't pay the Hulu or the Netflix. Thank you to my sister. She takes care of the Netflix. I take care of the Peacock and the Max.
Hey,
Yeah,
my Peacock account feeds families. All right.
They raised that shit too. They think they raised that shit by like $2.
They for sure did. I hope niggas is enjoying ad free because everybody I know is on the ad tier of Peacock. They're like, nigga, you're paying for the ad. I'm like, yeah, I'm paying for ad free because I can't do the ad. So anybody who got the Peacock password for me, you got the premium experience, movies, TV shows,
wrestling, no ads in wrestling.
Not all heroes wear capes. You know what I'm saying? So there you go. I'm glad to be of service to all of my friends. Speaking of Peacock, Olympics has started a week and a half ago. Snoop Dogg, some came out a couple of days ago. Snoop Dogg, someone said they over like the crux of this tweet was always weird to me because the guy on the tweet said, I overheard some NBC execs saying they're paying Snoop Dogg $500K a day just to be in the Olympics. I was like, huh? And people just ran with it
for 2 weeks.
I hate that I've seen it everywhere. Everyone's reposted it, and I'm just like, yo, y'all, if y'all believe this, then yeah, man, I got a fucking townhome and fucking our beach house in Iowa to sell you. Like, you gotta be a fucking idiot to believe something like this. Like,
Bro,
come on.
Like, just logistically, like, or not even logistically, monetarily. Come on. There's no way. I'm not saying he's not deserving of it. I'm not saying he's not making any money. I'm pretty sure he is. But it's like, we can't just be going off of, hey, I heard it. I was just sitting on a cafe.
If you just are a working adult, you think someone is getting paid $500 or $500,000 a day just to show up at events? And I mean, I don't know. Like, it just sounded so far fetched to me. And I maybe it's because I'm jaded because I'm in the industry and I know kind of something, but like, 500K a day, and he's been out there for like 3 weeks. Like, like, come on, man. Like,
also, having that rumor go around when these Olympic athletes ain't getting paid nothing is crazy. Like,
yeah, I saw some shit where it was like Nigerian athletes are getting paid like $5,000 for getting gold. It was just like some wild shit.
Yeah, I mean,
man.
We're seeing like Serena Williams' husband, Flava Flav. Shout out to him as well. He's been paying a lot of the women athletes. They're paying their way because they've been missing payments and stuff like that just to train and be in the Olympics. And I'm like, bro, they use all of this money for the Olympics just to get people to come as tourists, and they're not trying to pay none of the niggas there. I think that's just crazy.
Side note, summer. I've been wondering where the fuck is Flava Flav getting all this money?
he just saved Red Lobster.
My nigga, I was just gonna say the Red Lobster commercial.
Saved it.
But so look, he didn't say it's crazy because I was thinking that's what when I saw this, I was like, where'd he get all this money? Basically, he when he found out that Red Lobster was closing, he started going to it. He loves Red Lobster. He goes all the time. He started going to his local Red Lobster every day and ordering everything on the
The
menu.
whole menu.
There was like a table with just him in front of it. And it was the whole entire menu. I'm just like, bro, what? Like, I know them Public Enemy residuals ain't that crazy.
Mind you, this is the man that just 2 years ago, it was reported that he owed over $80,000 in child support.
The flavor of love checks, baby.
Is it? It can't be.
VH1, Viacom.
He got to be like he got to be hooked up on some type of scheme or some crypto scheme or some shit like that. Like, there's no way Flavor Flav it's just handing out bread like this. But along with the pageantry of the Olympics, along with everything, there was controversy as well. The female boxing thing that happened a week ago that had everybody up in arms. Just what the hell? All right,
I
like
just dropped the DNA test because I honestly got I still ain't got a straight answer from either side.
what?
I just need a straight answer.
Did you tap in directly with either side?
You understand? I be trying to look up the articles and like trying to see where the facts are, and I cannot find them anywhere.
Oh, here. What facts are you trying to find?
It's all niggas said.
No, it's all just the IBO, the IOC, the IBA, the IBI.
Yeah, so Algerian boxer Iman Khalif. She's a female boxer. She had a fight with the what was she, Italian? I don't even know the other chick's name.
Yeah,
Apparently,
that's how the shit works. The other girl got smacked so bad we don't even know her name.
yeah, like apparently she be doing this shit all the time because there was videos coming out of her just like, my leg. Apparently she does this shit all the time. Whenever she loses, she just give up in the middle. But so she said that she got hit hard, but she never actually said that I was fighting a man or some shit like that. Like she basically said that, but there was a tweet that came out and said, well, Iman looks like a man, so they have transgender people in the Olympics and boxing. She is from Algeria, where you can literally be killed for just being gay. So that's just like
that's why I'm almost like not almost positive. I know what's going on to that extent, but I just feel like it's so much chatter. It's just like just drop the DNA test and get this shit over with.
well,
Like,
what want her birth certificate?
yes, just get it over with. I hate when people play the whole like just put the facts on the table.
I think Algeria is enough for me. As soon as you say, yeah, Algeria kills people for being LGBT, I'll be like, okay, I get it. I don't think they're sending anybody to the Olympics.
But all right.
Here's the thing. This gender controversy, she has DSD, which means that she was born with an unusual amount of testosterone. That's why she had the XYs. The IOC stuff, which was explained by the Olympics, there was another, I guess, tournament or another league that she was in that recognized a test that they won't show anybody. They won't show anybody these tests. And the IOC was just like, well, we don't actually go by what they say. We go by what we say. They tested her. Because, you have to get blood tested. So if they would have found it that way. They tested her, did all the proper tests. And they just found, I mean, they're not found, but she's a woman. She can have kids, all of that stuff. So it's like, it's for like 24 hours, it felt like. It was literally just nothing but like misinformation, information, more than we really needed to hear about this whole thing. I don't think anyone's ever talked about the female boxing part of the Olympics. Honestly, I'm going to be real, didn't know it existed until this shit happened this year.
Clarissa Shields won gold medal at like two Olympics before.
But this was just like a whole big controversy about all of this stuff. She ends up getting the bronze medal. I think she got the bronze medal earlier today or yesterday. But it was
here's where my confusion is. Somebody tweeted, "Oh yeah, she got bronze. Oh my god, blah blah blah. Why do we do so much hype for it?" Until I seen Algeria tweet out, "Yeah, she's actually competing for the gold medal." So I'm like, okay, who's wrong here? I don't think it's Nigeria.
Algeria,
yes.
She got the bronze.
But then Algeria tweeted like 20 minutes ago, like, yeah, she's getting ready to compete for the gold medal. So I'm like, I don't know how that worked.
That's weird. Maybe they on Facebook. They just 2 days behind. Like they don't know what the fuck going on. Oh, well, wait, no. Well, no.
Internet system out there.
Well, no, it is. She is going for the gold.
That's why I get confused at the bronze shit. Twitter
Why
I
does
didn't
she
man.
see
bronze?
bronze, but I did
Twitter
see she
man.
was supposed to go soon.
Nigga, it's so why is there so much misinformation? Is she real? Is she
That's what I'm
real?
saying.
Fucking
There's so
Twitter.
much misinformation around this shit.
Fucking Twitter. Elon's ready to sue niggas for not giving ads.
That
Niggas
shit's
doing
crazy.
misinformation easy. I'm just like, come
You
on,
know what
man.
they
We're
you
going
know what
down
they're
a
gonna
bad path.
do? You know what they're gonna do with that case? They're gonna pull out the good old Constitution and point them to page 1, Article 1, Constitution 1, freedom of speech, and then they're gonna close the book and tell niggas to go home. I don't know
We're
what they're
gonna get
trying to
more
do.
tweets about it.
I don't know what they're trying to do with suing people for not putting ads on there. It's a conspiracy.
I'm not
Well,
giving them this 8, bruh. You can keep dropping them ads. I'm sorry. I'm not giving you that 8.
hey, put all the porn you want on my fucking page,
Yep.
bro. The porn on Twitter has gotten out of control. Okay, like it's too much. It's too much porn on Twitter. This
They're
period.
trying to feed you with no porn. You could post movies as long as you want. Niggas posting Shrek, Shrek 2, Shrek 3.
Niggas said the other day said, "Fuck it, here's Deadpool and Wolverine." I sat and watched 5 minutes of it too. I was like, "Shit, I'm not gonna watch it, bro."
Was it a good cam?
It was a cam rip, but hey, it was a clean. It was one of them clean ones where they just managed to catch like the 10 a.m. screen and nobody was
They didn't
there.
catch that nigga in the theater that day.
But Twitter is just crazy right now. But I mean, shout out to her. But that was like the biggest thing. But it gets into a larger conversation about the Olympics. Like, are we following this at all? Like, do you follow it day to day? Because I don't.
Nah, I've been following. I just told my homegirl the other day, like I'm catching updates from her Instagram story. She's been posting everything. So I'm like, yeah, this is all I've seen. I haven't even watched the basketball shit.
Yeah,
I did catch a little bit of
game.
basketball.
I
Yeah,
caught
that
the
usually
first.
gets taped.
I caught the first game on basketball, and when I saw how they was doing them Serbian niggas, I said, I've seen enough. That's all I need to see. These niggas are doing them dirty. When is the gold medal game? When's the final game?
They're about to play Serbia again for the semifinals. Kevin Durant just became the all-time scoring leader in the Olympics, so shout out to that. Caught a little bit of U.S. basketball. I caught Trey Lyles winning the 100-meter. I caught a little bit of the U.S. women's basketball team. I do catch it from time to time. All I'm looking about is the medal count, and we're up on a score, baby. Up 2. Fight back, China.
Nigga, Mark.
So be careful. Your
Fight
internet.
back.
Yeah, Mark.
If I start seeing symbols, hey, I'm calling. Hey, I don't know who I'm calling, but I'm calling somebody.
Yeah.
Them weather machines. All right, Mark. It's gonna get real hot in your apartment, nigga. You need to chill out, bro.
Fight back. That's all I'm gonna say. We up 2 on the score. Who else? Third is Australia. Australia has 14. France has 13. How you host and you only got 13? Great Britain's got 12.
That's usually how it happens. Most of the time, the host city don't
Shit.
normally. It always be us in China or us in Japan, right?
It won't happen to America in 2028. LA, baby.
I'm mad we ain't represent for skateboarding this year. I'm mad about
You know, it's funny. I'm glad you brought that up because I saw Nigel Houston crying on fucking Instagram.
Yeah.
I tried my hardest. Like, yeah.
You are like undoubtedly one of the greatest skaters. I mean, depending on who you talk to, might be the greatest skaters or one of the greatest skaters of all time. I'm a huge Nigel Houston fan. You fumble, buddy. You fucked up. Like literally, I saw the run. You fucked up. That nigga Yudo bust your ass, bro. That's just really what it is.
Back-to-back gold medals.
Yes, I'm like, bro, this kid's nice. You gotta hand it to him. He's one of the best too. And he might not win as many competitions as Nigel, but like that's gonna always escape him. Is that Olympic goal? And he's only getting older. Like I don't think he could do 2028 at the level he was doing it in 2024. He came off a knee injury. And he's just coming back now, and this is kind of like his first Olympics since he got injured a year ago, and that was what I was really looking forward to, like seeing if Nigel could get the gold. And he left that long ass pose. He was just like, I just been in bed, haven't been able to move for days. I was like, I would have kept this in the drafts, Playboy. Like I'm not letting niggas know this.
That shit was too long.
That's that Olympic pain. You got to wait another 4 years.
Ah, come on, man. Like he's supposed to represent. You're supposed to be the best, bro. Like Team USA basketball, they whooping ass. They was whooping them Africans' ass, bro. They was showing them niggas what's up.
The South Sudans.
Yes, but them Sudan niggas was there. But the thing about the Sudan game, from the clips I seen, it just looked like they was fans. It looked like the Harlem Globetrotters versus the other niggas they was always facing. It was just like, wow, look at LeBron. Look at KD. That's fucking awesome. Like, that's how I would be too if I was from Sudan. Shit.
Mm.
They need to send them some jerseys.
Come on, man.
Chill
They
out,
got their
man.
own. They got their own setup. There, you going to see? You talking about me in China? You gonna piss off the Sudanese?
Bro,
The
I just said
Sudanese?
send them some
Yeah.
jerseys.
They
They're
got
gonna come
jerseys.
through 2028, crush the buildings. You already know United States is doing football 2028 in LA. I think it's flag football though, so I don't know if it's gonna be like real hard hitting football.
Are NFL niggas gonna be able to be in it?
I don't think so.
Oh
I
no,
don't think it's NFL players. I think it's gonna be because there's like a flag football league. I was looking at some shit the other day on like ESPN. I don't think they're gonna have NFL players.
Yeah, you don't want to advance your brain damage at the Olympics. You know what I'm saying? You want to do that when you're getting paid by the NFL to do it, you know? You want to do it at the Olympics, right?
I mean I guess that's true. Was it gonna be Coliseum? I seen the Coliseum in the ad. I'm like, is the Olympics is not gonna be at the Coliseum, is it?
I think
Nah.
they built this shit for it.
The Olympic Village is going to be, I think, around Skid Row, like downtown. It's going to be huge. They're pushing all of them niggas out. Don't know how that's going to
How the
work.
fuck they gonna do? I'm about to say, how the fuck they gonna do that?
I believe that maybe it's been said or rumored that either the torch will start at the LA Coliseum or will end there. So who knows? But I think the LA one, other than my issues with how they're handling all the shit, just on the city in itself, it has the potential to be like visually and just like in terms of cultural impact would be a big deal. Like I could see that being huge for just America in 2028. But I mean, shit, Snoop will probably fucking he'll like the shit at the end anyway.
Yeah, that'll be lit.
They get $1 million a day. Here.
$1 million a day to the Coliseum. You get to put one up for OJ.
Yeah,
A little like OJ drone show.
OJ,
Yeah, why not?
you're wildin'.
And I fuck with the OJ drone show.
No.
You're wildin', bro. Fucking crazy.
It sounds crazy until it happens. Just watch.
They're shutting the 405 down that day. Oh God.
Yeah, traffic's gonna be ridiculous.
Yeah, they shutting the 4. It might be like a general. Everybody got the day off that day because I could totally see the 405 being part of the Olympic run. The 405 is just so iconic to LA, just in general. How could it not be part of the torch? Like, it's gonna have to see the torch. Period.
You see a nigga walking down the 405 like Martin Lawrence?
We're not gonna see it. They're gonna shut the
well.
shit down like they did in La La Land. They shut that movie La La Land. They shut the 405 down from El Segundo all the way up to like I think it was like Inglewood, and like I think they would probably do the same thing because you could still get to the Coliseum that way. I think like if they were to run that way, that'd just be crazy.
Yeah, they probably have to get off at 10. Oh, that's just gonna be a task to figure out. We'll see.
Yeah, 2028. we shall see.
Not too far away.
Listen, Josh gonna be calling 311 on niggas. That's all I know.
During the Olympics, that's nuts, bro.
I mean, I don't know what they're gonna do with all those homeless people, but interested to see.
They're not solving it. They're not solving it by 2028. It's not gonna be solved by then, bro.
Maybe.
Same shit Brazil did during World Cup. Just put that green screen up, bro. Just green screen it. Fuck it.
You can't green screen the Skid Row out, bro. That's something that's been built for a while.
Gonna know. They're gonna be like something seems off.
That's Jurassic Park. What else? Something else that happened today. We gotta talk about it. I've avoided talking about this guy, but Drake.
This guy is that where we're at?
Drake dropped 100 gigabytes of drops 100 gigabytes of videos, music, all types of stuff. This motherfucker, why would he do that? He should be doing what we want him to do, or whatever the niggas are saying right now. He should be crying right now. How dare he? He dropped.
It's an interesting strategy. Kind of reminds me of like Virgil when you have that like open source website with just a bunch of content and ideas and things. It's interesting.
It's a whole microsite. Like you have drop downs, you can download stuff, you can download videos directly from there. It almost feels sort of like a scrapbook in a way, which is so Drake to do. It just have all your memories or whatever up there. But I did want to talk about the strategy behind it. Like he dropped 3 songs behind there. There's countless other like spare verses and stuff like that. Like What do you think the strategy is doing that and not doing it on DSPs and or not putting it there? Because these songs are like pretty much master from what I could hear. I heard like one of them before we started.
I don't know. That I mean, honestly, I don't know if the songs sound new to me. Like I was listening to all three of them today, and they kind of sound like the one with 21 Savage sound like it probably was for her loss, and it probably just didn't make it album.
Yeah,
Um, the Lotto record sound. I mean, they sound like completed records. They just
mhm,
don't sound new to me per se.
yeah,
But maybe they are. I don't know. I think it's an interesting strategy, man. I think it's hard to be creative in this day and age with just streaming, and it's like, oh, song upload website, listen to it. So to do it like that is cool, and like it's allowing the music to spread. I think he's been toying around with this since the battle. Like, let's not forget how push ups got out. Like
yeah,
the leak, quote unquote, and ended up on Reddit and academics, and like it's kind of been like this whole battle. He's been kind of just playing around with new formats. So I'm not mad at it. The content, like the video and photos, is interesting. Um, I was actually looking at like the Finsta page that he rolled out, and like just looking at random posts there, like a random meme about J. Cole on there.
yeah,
There's like some like itinerary for when Aftermath flew him to LA in 2003.
yeah.
Um,
You know, 3,
the,
wow.
the the best part about it, I think, is like all the videos of like strippers counting up money after he left the club. Like there's just like mad videos of that, like them just counting up ones on the floor, and like I think it's just funny just to see like that being a part of his personality, and just like, what are you telling like the club like, yo, send me some videos of them counting my money after the fact? Like it's just
It's like what struck me about this whole thing is like how much of this stuff he chronicles in his life. Like I
yeah,
wouldn't think that would be something like I don't want to say that like throwaway moments, but like a lot of them are meaningful. A lot of them like they fill
yeah,
in the gaps. They fill in the gaps. I think a lot of I've seen a lot of people in the timeline say, "Oh, well, this is what he was doing then," and "Oh, this verse has pieces of this verse that he put out on another song and stuff like that." It's like it's a behind the scenes thing. It almost feels to me like DVD extras. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Where like and shout out to fucking DVD Couture. Like it almost feels like some shit that
yeah,
the team over there, Jeremy and all them would have did. And
Mm.
I think that like chronicling all that stuff is definitely an interesting strategy. But it also seemed like he's been planning it for a while. Like that Finsta, was it all put up today? I didn't look at the
no,
dates.
so the Finsta, it just got live today. The Finsta started, it's funny, it started like in June, like June something. So it's like he's kind of been playing around with this. I think it's a good concept, man. It's just like I think, and it's funny because I struggle with this sometimes. Sometimes with rappers, we get too much. Like we get too much of their day and just what they're doing. But like the big rappers, like the Kendricks and the Drake, it's like we kind of do want to see
Yeah,
what you doing on a random Tuesday, or what meme you think is funny. Like I think when the Kendrick Finsta went up, it was like, oh shit, this is someone we never see, and we're seeing some personality from him.
yeah,
So I appreciate that piece of it. And I appreciate just like all the like the behind the scenes of him filming verses. Like there was like a CLB leak that was on one of the things.
yeah,
There's a story around behind Hotline Bling. Like it's just funny to just get that insight into artists who are like really guarded.
yeah.
So I appreciate that much of it. But yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot to get through. I'm like waiting for everyone else to get through it and just feeding me the information.
Yeah, bro, it's folders and folders of shit. I'm just like, but he knows like people are gonna go through it. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Because you're gonna find Easter eggs. You're gonna again be able to connect the dots and fill in spaces that you didn't know. I think that like obviously like people are waiting for the next step or like what's next, and maybe this is a clue into what's going on there. I don't know. Like who knows what's going on with what's coming next from him, but I thought it was interesting. I love to get an insight on like the strategy behind it and what we thought about that because when I'm late to it, I didn't even get a chance to check all of it out. But I can't get like new Thug verse today, just not something I had on my fucking bucket list. You know what I'm saying? Or new Thug like audio. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like like imagine all the stuff he's sitting on that he's worked on with him or with Future and things like that. It's like I mean, you gotta think this guy makes hundreds of songs a day, hundreds of songs a year, and we finally we get a glimpse into that. So it was pretty cool. It's a pretty cool concept.
yeah. Not mad at it.
Yeah.
I
I
like
before oh, I'm sorry, Mark, go ahead.
I was gonna say I like the art perspective of it. Just seeing how many different things that he tries out, throws away. Like there's a Her Loss, honestly, never mind PDF of like 20 different Her Loss covers, like
Yeah.
40 different honestly never mind covers. They're all drawn out. Some of them are kind of faded in, kind of colored in. And you obviously get the final art with her loss and honestly never mind, but seeing the process of how to get that logo 100% correct. Who are we going to use for her loss? Do we want to use this image? Do we want to use this colors? Those are the type of things that really interest me because you don't really get to see, as we've talked about, the interviews that we lose within this year of how many questions just get lost and don't get asked of artists. You kind of see that in a league like this.
That's not my real question. My real question is who the fuck thought of the Thank Me Later cover? All right. I want to know who thought of that one.
You like Thank Me Later? Well, there's a lot of things people didn't like about Thank Me Later.
No,
I remember Thank Me Later.
Ass. That cover is super ass.
But there's things for you if you are a Thank Me Later fan. In the folder, he's like working with a live band, working on 2010 records.
How many folders were you able to get to go through today?
I went through a good amount. Let's see. What would be my favorites? Wickham_Wickham was not the craziest one. There's like 10 things in here.
Did you download them?
Say it again?
Did you download the folders?
No, it's just literally here. I can't download 100 gigs. I don't even have anything that could hold 100 gigs. External drives, any of that. It's just way too much. But there's a studio folder. He had a record in the studio folder. He was rapping over The Panties by Mos Def. I was like, why the fuck did you throw this away? Please drop this. That was a good record. What else was in studio?
Most ain't
say it again?
Most ain't lent that shit. Most ain't clearing that record, bro.
Yeah, that's probably true. Red Lebanese was a good folder. That had a whole bunch of different images, a lot of different teasers.
That sounds like a Batman villain.
Well, Red Lebanese, I can only imagine. It's probably a red bone Lebanese that had him stressed out.
Well, you know what, Josh? Mark can tell us what the fuck going on in this.
Yeah, Mark, what up?
Paradise folder was cool. Hotline Bling folder I skipped. Her Loss, honestly, never mind folder I skipped. Boy Wonder, I think had like a couple beats in there. What else? Air Drake is just as plain. What else? OVO Mark's phone was just literally from OVO Mark's phone. Nonstop in color was interesting. The nonstop video with color, that was cool. Just a whole bunch of
went through the whole thing.
I just click. I look at everything's titled. Well, for the most part, usually either things have dates or they specifically say, "Hey, Hotline Bling dancers dancing backstage 2015 June," and you just click it. This nigga's just dancing, getting off. But then there's other cool things. 6 Man was like everything from the If You're Reading era, and you see him writing things, doing things. It was cool.
We got it, Mark. We got it.
It was nice.
We got it. Well, if you want to take a look at some Drake history in an art museum type style, might not be as good as the gold standard, but it's 100 gigs. What is it? 100 gigs.
100 gigs for your head top.
There you go. You can find it there. Shout out to all of that. Before we get out of here, mental health check, man. How we feeling? Summer's almost over. Where's our mental health at? How we feeling?
Ready for the summer to be over, honestly. I'm ready for the fall. Ready for the fall vibes.
Is it slowing down for you in summer? Because you've been busy.
No, not at all. So I'm ready for the summer to be over. I need to slow down a little bit.
Shit.
I don't know what my first summer was going to entail out here. That was one thing that kind of interested me. But it went well.
It's hot.
Yeah.
What is your mental health, Mark? Because and here's the thing. I don't want to hear nothing about Jimmy Butler. How is Mark feeling?
There is no Jimmy Butler. I don't even know where Jimmy Butler is right now. He goes across the country. He's got new
Here you go. Continue it. You know what the fuck that nigga's doing. You're talking about Jimmy Butler. What's your mental health, Mark? I don't give a fuck about Jimmy Butler. I was an aside. Well, how's your mental health, man? We checking in on you.
I thought I was worse. I'm going to honestly say I thought I was worse. There's a lot of things that I'm taking on right now, a lot of things that I'm trying to not necessarily address, but just strengthen, grow. And I think that's something that's been a challenge for me. Something that was unexpected was what I did actually yesterday after the painting. Remember I said I'm going home, clearing the fuck out my phone and taking this trash beta off my phone?
Yeah.
So I had to reinstall all my apps. And I was like, I haven't been on Threads in a while. So I reinstalled Threads.
I'm gonna be real. If Threads is like the Nasty Man app.
Threads is Perv Man app?
Yes.
How?
All my single fellas
are all on Threads.
Go on Threads, and it's joints on there. That's all I'm gonna say.
Well, I wasn't there for the joints. I looked at the tweets that I had a year ago, and seeing the things that I stressed about last year before I even knew that I was going to be here a year later, I actually put a lot of good things into perspective. I was like, yeah, maybe things aren't as uh maybe things aren't as stressful as I think they are. Just to see
Mhm.
what I was stressing about a year ago really made me put a lot of good things in perspective on how much has been done.
When
So
you
I'm good, could get better, but my mental health is in a nice little medium.
when you say when you say growing and stuff, like what you trying to grow into?
That's the thing about doing a brand new move. Kind of don't know yet until
Yeah.
it ends up like popping up on you. And that's
Yeah.
one thing that I've been trying to make sure that I'm always available for.
Yeah.
Um, just being able to not necessarily, you can't really anticipate the unexpected. That's kind of an oxymoron, but at
Yeah.
least being open to know that unexpected things are coming, I think is something that I've been learning a lot.
Shit, you got an old lady, you got a spy, all of that stuff. You're a
Mhm.
painter. You good.
All
You
things I
mentally
didn't have last year.
yeah, exactly.
All things I
Yeah.
didn't have last year.
You didn't know you was a painter last year either.
So
Fucking
so
bastard.
so seeing 52 weeks ago, I was like, I don't even remember what deaths happened a year ago, and I was like, oh man,
Deaths? You got
mortality
a
is
real
killing me.
weird thing about death. Josh, let me tell you this shit. Let me tell you this
I
shit real
do,
quick.
I really do. I'll say that every time.
This nigga, this nigga has like the strangest like obsession with like seeing Owen Hart's passing, bruh. Like
Not an
a strange
obsession.
obsession. Because he
Not an
was like, how,
obsession.
this one day, Mark hit me up and said, how do we know what happened if we didn't see it?
Why did I say that? Why did I say that?
That
I'm
was
like, there
random.
was niggas there. Like, they saw it.
I did not say how did I. That sounds very QAnon. I know what happened, but back in our day of the internet, every time that we typed in, or at least I don't know if anybody else did it, I did it. Owen Hart footage. It's the footage of New Jack sending the nigga off the off the fucking
That's what happened.
scaffold.
Yeah,
Say it
yeah,
again.
that's
I watched it live. I actually watched that live. I taped it too. I remember watching that shit live. Like
You
literally,
have
you
Over
see.
the Edge 99 live on a cassette?
I don't think I have it anymore. It's fucking.
this nigga got excited, bro. Like he is like literally like a necro. Like I don't know what it is. You're obsessed with.
No, not a necro. What is it? Philiac?
Not a philiac. I'm not saying you're fucking them. I'm just saying you
Oh,
got an
that's what Philiac
obsession.
is.
I'm just saying you're obsessed with niggas dying. You care like you was like, how do we know that it happened today in the chat? You was like, damn, I wish I never seen the Mac Miller shit. You were talking about Mac Miller shit or some shit. You was like, I wish I never seen them tweets. I'm like, bro, you really love death.
No, I thought that was something that was very uncomfortable. Somebody posted 6-year anniversary of Mac Miller on Tiny Desk, and I was like, man, I wish I didn't read the tweet that came out a couple of days after his death, where Karen Civil was like, hey, I did a wellness check, and she described how he was
That
in the
was
house, and I was like, I kind of don't want to know that.
that was strange. I wasn't a fan of that
Yeah.
one. But like there was also we was at a pool party and I don't know how my wife didn't know who Chris Benoit was, but
This I'll attest to. I don't remember saying, how do we know if it happened if I didn't see it?
but Mark pulled the phone out, said, "This is him. This is him. This how it happened." Da, 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 da. Obsessed with the death. With the
No, this is
deaths.
that's groundbreaking news in wrestling. Almost
Groundbreaking?
ended wrestling.
I don't know if it's
Mark,
groundbreaking,
Mark,
but
I literally had to watch the Dark Side of the Ring, Chris Benoit, both parts after that shit.
How was it?
You're a crazy nigga, bro.
How
Like
was it?
you're a crazy guy, bro. What do you
I'm
mean? How
asking, how
was
was
it?
it?
It was fucking sad.
Okay.
I haven't even. I don't even know if Josh has heard your pancake takes.
I don't think I want to hear them if they got death involved.
They're not death.
They don't have death involved in pancakes, but Josh,
Yeah,
IHOP pancakes, yay or nay?
I don't really eat pancakes. Not from my house.
Waffle guy?
I like waffles, but yeah.
Waffle House. Gotta be Waffle House. That'll be the one. Listen to overly conversating. For anyone who hasn't heard it, you can hear Mark's takes on IHOP pancakes, how they might be better than his mom's pancakes, how they're better than my pancakes on the flat top, which is crazy. It's impossible. It's not gonna happen.
I gotta see it too. What did you just say a couple minutes ago? How do I know? How I know if I see it?
This is why I can't fucking stand you, bro. It's really why I hate you. Like
Fight
literally.
back, China. Fight back, China. Fight back. Fight back.
Anyway, next episode of Throwblacks is coming imminently. We're recording it in the next couple of days. Kanye West late registration. So we need that. That's y'all's homework assignment for the next couple of days is to listen to Kanye West late registration. This is going to be a goodie because
Easy.
this is part of really just talking about one of the greatest albums of all time. You know what I mean? Like we're gonna have a lot to talk about, and I've already started research, and I reached out to a couple of guests about Young Thug and Rich Homie Quan the tour
Ooh.
next month. So for that anniversary,
Okay.
so make sure you guys tap in with us for late registration. Thank you guys for listening this week. Bring us some Q and A's. I think it will probably be next BlkPrint will probably be the last one remote, and then in September we'll be fully back into what we're doing. Just to let you guys know. So we're gonna be back remote, or not? Not back remote. We're gonna be back in person very soon. Just like all of the companies that want everyone to return to work. We're returning to work, motherfuckers, on BlkPrint.
We also got Blacksmith's 50 roundtables coming soon too. Don't forget.
Yes, and thanks to everybody that showed love for the Blacklist. I love our Blacklist list, and that ended up being one of our most popular episodes of the year. So thanks everybody for listening to that lengthy episode. We went through our list. So yeah, Josh, anything else you want to talk about before we get out of here?
No, there hasn't been too much going on. I think I feel like Olympics has been dominating just the news cycle. So I haven't. Other than that, hopefully somebody drops some music soon. Fucking Playboy Cardi,
I know.
VMA's coming.
Lil Uzi. Who the fuck watches the VMAs?
Mark.
Same people that watch the BET Awards.
Mark.
It's definitely not the same people, but all right.
Thank you guys for listening to the BlkPrint. We'll be back very soon with Throwblacks late registration. Make sure you keep that on your radar. For Josh Pease and MC, I am J5 signing off for BlkPrint. See you soon, and we'll see you in person.